Hello there, it's Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm Jason Simmons, a Cockney cook, and today we are cooking my Caribbean crumble cake. Okay guys, if you've been watching, you will know that we've had stage 1, stage 2, and this is stage 3 where we're going to make our crimbo cake. Right, the hat's on, the hat's up, it's the Christmas hat, it's cooking time. So, stage 1, we soaked in 300 mils of dark rum, we soaked 300 grams of pitted prunes, 500 grams of mixed dried fruit that had peel in it. It comes in a bag and it's mixed dried fruit, and we had 150 grams of raisins, knocking through them in as well. Right, we left it 2 weeks. We shook it every couple of days, and after 2 weeks we added another 200 mils of dark rum, and at this point we added 120 grams of soft dark brown sugar, and we also added 1 big teaspoon of mixed cooking spice. That's baking spice. I'm also going to put the whole recipe up so you can follow the recipe, and if you haven't followed them up until now and you think, oh, I want to make a Christmas cake but I haven't got time to soak my fruits, this is what you need to do. You take these fruits, they'll come up on screen now. Then you take 500 mils of dark rum. You put them in a pan, you simmer them, gently simmer them for half an hour. After half an hour you take them off the heat, you cover them, you leave them to the next day, and the next day you can then cook your cake. Follow the recipe. Oh, that was hard work. Rosie Lee's got to go. We're going to crack on. I'm going to do it stage by stage, so that'd be nice and easy to follow. If you follow this stage by stage in exactly the way that I do it, it's going to be fantastic. Stage 1. Stage 1, we wax our oven on to 160. That's 160 fan, and I'll put in the description right now what that is on other ovens, because I'm not sure off the top of my head. Also, we've got a 10-inch spring. Right, there's my cake tin. That's gone to one side. My oven is heating. Onto stage 2. Lovely. At this stage, I'm going to take 450 grams of unsalted butter. We use 120 grams of our dark brown, soft dark brown sugar. Have a look at that. Okay, we use 120 grams in our mixture on stage 2. At this stage, we are using 280 grams, okay? So that altogether is 400 grams of soft dark brown sugar. Pop it in. Bring it down, and we're going to cream those together. Okay guys, that's been beaten away for about 5 minutes. Honestly, it looks good enough to eat already. Now, we have 10 free-range eggs. It's very important. We crack them in, one at a time, okay? It takes a little bit of time, yes, but we put it in, we let it mix in, we add our next egg. All right? I will come back halfway through, but you don't need to cracking 10 eggs in there because you're a cracker. Okay guys, I'm halfway through. I just want to say this, sometimes you'll look at it, it may look like it's going to curdle a little bit. If it does begin to curdle, just add a tablespoon of flour. That sorts it all out. But I'm very fortunate because this isn't curdling and it's absolutely fine. And I'm going to sift in my flour. Okay. Perfect. I'm actually going to do this in 2 stages. Okay. I mean, I'm doing this by eye. So I'm using half the flour. Then I'm going to mix that in, and then I'm going to mix the second half of the flour in. Now, obviously, when we mix our fruit in, it's going to loosen up this whole mixture. Right, that's looking really good. Oops, there we go. I'm just going to sift my last bit of flour in. Just got to be a bit patient. Just make sure everything's well mixed. Finish me rosy then. Right, at this point, I'm going to put this to one side and I'm going to show you what we do with our fruit. Okay guys, I've got my food processor and here is my fruit. I've got to tell you that as I've taken the lid off, I feel drunk. It smells incredible. It's got, well, it smells of Christmas. It's got rum, it's got all those mixed spices, it's got sugar. Right, now, we're going to do this in 2 halves. The idea is, guys, that we are just chopping our fruit and we're not blitzing it into a pulp, okay? So, got our machine and we're going to pulse it. Okay, now, you've got to do it by eye, but when you're happy, that's it. Lovely. Right, my fruit, 1/2 is chopped. Have a good look at that. Again, second. Right guys, that's that done. I'm going to pour it into the bowl. Okay guys, I've got all that fruit there. I've got to show you, it is, I mean look at that. That is absolutely, that is Crimbo in a bowl. Right, and we have got our batter mixture which is just extraordinary. Right, so into our fruit, I'm going to put the zest of 1 lemon and 1 lime. So that's a lemon and a lime zested. And we've got, this is pure vanilla extract, okay? And I've got 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract going in there. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to give this a mix and you'll see that I've taken this bowl off the stand mixer, and the reason that I've done that is I want to do this stage by hand and then I'm going to finish it on the stand mixer, and then half the mixture in. Wow. Oh, right. That's half the mixture in, second half. Now that is bursting. That is absolutely bursting. I'm going to give it about 2 minutes on the stand mixer. If you've got a hand blender, on the lowest setting, because at this point your bowl's going to be full up. So you don't really want to blast it all around the kitchen. But if you just want to do it by hand at this stage, oh, it's good. Well mixed. It's looking, I can't even tell you what it looks like because I'm salivating. Right, let's get all these bits off of the paddle. Once again, we don't want to wait. Right, it's well mixed. It's time to put it in our cake tin. Okay guys, our cake is in our tin. Last thing to do, want to loosely cover it with foil. Next phase is we pop it in the oven, obviously. It's a 160 fan. We've got a loosely covered top to stop it burning, okay? And it goes in for 2.5 hours. That's a big slab of cake that we want to cook nice and slowly, and we don't want it to burn, and we want it cooked all the way through. So 2.5 hours. This is going in the oven, and we come back when it's done. So our cake is cooked. As you can see, it looks stunning. A few gnarly bits, but that's all good. That's what we want. That's all flavour. Now what we need to do, we need to recover it. Just leave it like this. And I'm going to leave it overnight, just cool down. And then it'll shrink away a bit from the sides, and then we'll take it out. We allow that cake to cool overnight. I've taken it out of the cake tin, and there we go. There is our black cake. Now what you see is when we took it out of the oven, it was a little bit uneven on top. And if your cake is a bit kind of uneven on the top, don't worry. Turn it over, which is what I've done. So I've got a lovely smooth top. Now, let me just pop that down there. Rum. We've used 500 mils. Most bottles of rum are 750 mils or a litre. Okay, I'm gonna just drizzle the top, okay, with rum. That's our black cake fed with rum. Do that every couple of days, and then don't ice it too early because the rum will bleed into the icing and discolour it, okay? So ice your cake to a couple of days before Christmas, day before Boxing Day, or even Boxing Day. If you're going to use it Christmas Day, will be absolutely fine. I'm going to use royal icing. You can buy shop bought icing, roll it out and just ice your cake, or you can not ice it at all. Traditionally it's not iced, so it's entirely up to you. That is black cake. Here is the recipe. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Simmons, and I'm the Cockney Cook.